As you can see, I'm out in essentially the middle of nowhere. I'm in Anaheim Hills. And I decided to do another live stream today because I wanted to be outside and I wanted to take you to some place that I like called Roost, which is around in this direction. In fact, it's that point of land right out there. So we're going to head that way. And unfortunately, uh, things did not fall into place as I had hoped and did my best to prepare for. Instead of being here at this time of day, I'm here's another thing. I got this new gimbal, and it is just, I thought I had it all figured out. I had tested it, and now it's just, once again, it's going wonky on me. It's okay. So here we go. We're going to try again. Now maybe it's working properly. We will see. It's been quite a challenge to make this operate as I anticipated, and but now it seems to have kicked in. I don't quite understand what it did differently or what I did wrong. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know what? That's the whole point of this live stream, to be honest, is I've got to learn this new system, and I wanted to be outside, and whether there was anybody there or not, I came out here. So anybody who watches this after the fact, well, for me, that's just gravy. I'm accomplishing the goal, which was or is to overcome my personal inertia. If I'm going to continue doing these live streams, and more than that, doing long distance edited content videos where I travel hundreds of miles to places that are like this, out into the desert and up into Northern California and so forth, well, I've got to learn how to plan it and execute it and stick with it. And this is part of that lesson. Speaking of a hiker, there goes one. In fact, this area is actually very well known for hiking. And the place we're going to, which, as I said earlier, is Robber's Roost, is that point of rock right out there. So let's hit the road. Now that it seems that the initial bugs have been put to rest, hopefully the rest of the stream will go well and I can collect my thoughts and tell you what's on my mind. The hike up here was a bit arduous for me. It's not as arduous as I'm making it sound, actually. I'm able to drive most of the way here from where I live, and believe it or not, this is only 30 minutes away from my home. However, once I park, the last 10 or 15 minutes to get to this point is up a fairly steep incline, and I have to admit I was out of breath by the time I got to the summit. But nevertheless, here I am, here we are, and look at that view. The sun is already set, and I have no idea whether or not the G5 is solid enough to give you a good image. When I checked it at the summit, it was really good. However, The further I got away from where I parked, the more the G5 signal degraded. So I have my suspicions that this is not going to be a great signal for you. But be that as it may, we're going to continue up this road. Now, if you're out there, and I know there's at least 2 likes, but it looks like there's 0 people watching. I was going to say leave me a comment. Well, let's put it this way. If if you're out there watching in replay and you enjoy the scenery, if you find my conversation mildly entertaining, then leave me a comment, say hello. You know, all those usual things that YouTubers want you to do to help the algorithm. Let's turn it back around. I think it's not much light, is there? Let's go down here by the road. There we go. At least the low light capability of the camera is kicking in, and I'm happy about that. I'm shooting with an iPhone Pro 13. I'm using my brand new Zhiyun Smooth 5 gimbal. I bought it from B&H just recently. It came a couple of days ago. Cracked it open. I read the manual. I experimented with it. I thought I had it all worked out, but this is not as convenient so far as I thought it was going to be. Previous to that, I had a Zhiyun Smooth Q3, and the biggest problem with that was when I did wide-angle shots like this, a portion of the gimbal would show up in the right-hand side of the frame. Hey, Paul. Oh, good. You can, Paul, so is the signal clear? Is it sharp? Let me know. And the lights of the city below us of Orange County. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Paul. That makes me feel a whole lot better. I was concerned that you who are out there watching wouldn't have a good image. You know, it's amazing that only 25 minutes in that direction. In fact, if you were to, you see that little dip in the hill there? Let's see, right there. You see that little dip in the hill, between the 2 hills? I go over that. Oh, thank you. I go over that and then down, and that's where I live on the other side, roughly, in that valley that's between those 2 hills and the rest of those mountains back there. So, now that I've finally caught my second wind, let's just take a moment to enjoy the beauty as we come up over the hillside here. I'll just shut my trap, and then when we get up to Robert's Roost, then I'll sit down, have a chat with you. There it is. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's well known in this area. Hikers come here, people come here with their girlfriends, guys, place to hang out with their lady friends. And I tell you, the breeze is kicking up and it's getting a wee bit cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to put on my sweatshirt. All right, so hold on. All right, take the glasses off. Take the hat off. I'm going to wear my CPP sweatshirt. Now, if you're a car enthusiast, car and truck, classic cars and trucks specifically, CPP stands for Classic Performance Products Incorporated. CPP has been one of my clients somewhere for at least 20 years. I do automotive product photography for them and videography, though I don't do much videography for them now. The company's grown so big and there's so much work to do, and I'm semi-retired. They have another young fellow who's much better at it than I am. Didn't see that message, whoever you were. All right, that's much better. Up we go, up we go, up we go. So let me again show you the view, because that's much more attractive than I am. In fact, we'll go down this way a wee bit. You can't tell, but that's a pretty steep grade I'm going on. Oh, you know what, Paul? I don't have my glasses on. Now I've missed that one too. Blast. Oh, well, I'll see it afterwards. So you can see how steep that is as it goes down towards that ravine there. And it goes all the way around, and we're not going to go, whoa, 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 okay. As you can see, it goes down there quite a ways. And people hike all the way down in that area. Thank you, Paul. I will be. I'll be careful. Ah, that's beautiful. That's worth coming up here. That's worth the trouble. This is what I was saying earlier. Getting past my personal inertia. It's just too easy for me to sit at home and make excuses why I can't get out. You know, it's too late. I'm too tired. My joints hurt. Well, it's really, sorry about that, guys. It's very, very light or fine sand, so or dirt. So that's why I'm kind of slipping here. And so I give myself excuses not to get out here and do this, but I want to do it, okay? I want to be outside more often. I want to go places like this. There are a lot of places. You know, in fact, you know what? This might not be a bad spot to sit down and chat. No. Am I going to go around? Let me see. Yeah, I can't go really any further. I'm going to have to go back. Hang on. There's a little spot there that I can sit in. Now, hold on here. Once again, the camera's aside. For whatever reason now, it's decided to act crazy and not go where it's supposed to go. I don't know what, okay. Now I'm on this side, but that wasn't the plan, so you can't really hear me clearly. But, all right. I've evidently overlooked something in the instructions, because it's spinning around in a direction that I don't want it to. Okay, now I've got to go that way. Okay, good. Fine. That's fine. All right. All right, here we go. And I'm going to pop the light up a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sure a good portion of the problem here is because my muscle memory for my old gimbal, I press buttons in a certain way and they don't hold true for this gimbal anymore. So here we go. All right. So as I was saying before, I'm going to bring the camera and give you a nice panorama. I'm in Anaheim Hills, California. You can't see it, but I can hear it. The 91 freeway is down there where that lake is on the other side. And then as we come around this way, it will be the 5 freeway will connect to it. You can't see it again from here. But so now I'm going to foolishly try and climb the rock and sit up here with you guys, okay? But that's me. I don't like to give up. You've probably heard that dozens of times if you've watched my channel also. Here we go. Oh. I'm gonna up. Oh, yes. Success. Yes. We made it. We made it to the top of the hill. And that's really kind of what my thumbnail and my topic is about here. Now, I can feel the wind, so maybe if I come down here, yes, less wind. So now let's see here. If I can make myself comfortable enough that, gosh, I really would rather you see the sights that, I mean, the shot here, it's just really nice. See if I can swing around here, if that will help at all. Yeah. Now, of course, the light on me is not so hot. But I want you to see all this. All right. I know I have to learn. Again, this is really the point of doing this live stream. You have to make mistakes if you're going to eventually succeed. And if you never get out and try, you're never gonna get better. And so I did a live stream today about this new piece of equipment. It went off okay, but it had some glitches. Thank you, Paul. I see that. Nice. There were some glitches, and I was a bit disappointed that the glitches were there. Okay, and I said to myself, I've got to master this unit. Hang on here, I'm going to swing it around. I need to be comfortable if I'm going to sit here and chat with you. Okay, there you go. So I'm kind of laying down on the rock. I'd really like to put the gimbal down, but it's not going to happen. But as I was saying, the only way to get better in life at anything you do is to do it over and over and over. And you're going to make multiple mistakes as you do it. You know, Hikaru, you're absolutely right. And if you saw the live stream from earlier this afternoon, where I talked about, this new gimbal, it actually has magnetic ports on the top and bottom of the gimbal camera cradle that allows you to put 2 little mini lights that would do exactly that fact. So that is on my plan, on my wish list. I will eventually get that so that we can do this. Again, this is the second time I've used the gimbal, and the truth is, this is really the first time I've taken the gimbal out into the wild, so to speak, and used it in a working environment. And when I did that, I discovered some issues. Most of those issues deal with how I handle the gimbal. However, there is one problem with the gimbal I don't like. and I'm actually going to do an edited video about that. Uh, the way it's designed so that you can get this kind of action where I can tilt up and down with a lot of um, degrees. They've put one of the axes right in front of where I'm looking at the screen. So if I'm like trying to see what I'm shooting, I've got this big old circular motor axis at the lower portion of the screen. And so if I go to touch the screen to like zoom in or zoom out, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, that being said, there are 2 apps that use Bluetooth that will allow you to control all of that from the controls down on the handle. One's Filmic Pro, and that's the one I'm going to get. And there's also the Zhiyun app. I think it's called the ZY Cam app. And so I really shouldn't complain too much. For its first time out the gate, it's doing okay. And if I don't like it, I'll return it and I'll try a different gimbal. I thought this would be the best one. There were things about it I liked, such as the fact that it's got built-in tripod legs, little tiny ones. In fact, they're screwed in. Hang on, I might as well show them to you. I can do it because I can unscrew it real easily. They're very lightweight. The whole system is lightweight, so that's cool. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to pop them open here, and I'll turn the camera around for you. Okay. You can't see it very well, but there they are. Let's see if I turn it this direction, if that will help any. It helps a little bit. Let's see if we can get the focus. Focus, 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 focus. Come on. Come on. Come on, focus for me. See if I come way up close. Look, focus. And I can't, since I'm holding 2 things at once, I can't reach up to the screen and do anything with it. So that's it. That's the best I can do for you guys. But again, it gives me a chance to show you the scenery, and really, that's what we came out for, to see this. To see the sunset, to see the mountains, to see the wilderness. In fact, let me swing over in this direction and show you what's behind me, because behind me, it leads to complete wilderness for 40 or 50 miles in that direction. As you can see, that's from there on out, it's all open country. So, like I said, I live in Orange County. It used to look like that open land when I first grew up in this area. It was all farmland, open. And then over the course of the last 50 years or more, this is what's happened to it. It's become urban sprawl. Now, there's good things. It provided jobs, homes, a good life for a lot of people. But there's that part of me that misses what this was like when I was a kid. And that's kind of why I come out to places like this. Really what I'm trying to do is recapture those days of adventure that I experienced when I was a young boy and a teenager and in my 20s. I'd liked hiking and exploring and going new places. And, that's the sad thing. As you get older, you tend to get complacent, and you sit around and you don't do those things anymore. Hang on here. I'm going to screw in the tripod, so you're going to jiggle around a wee bit. Give me a second. This is going to be a bit tricky here. So, there we go. I got it going. There, good. We're good. So I'm going to stand up now. Oh, hang on here. Oh, whoa. Now, granted, okay, I'm not as spry as I used to be, but you know what? It could be a lot worse. What? Come on, let's get some more light here. I guess not. I guess, you know what? I'm going to have to wrap this up anyway. It's been 25 minutes. I think I've spouted off enough. So I'm going to leave you with a shot of the city you haven't seen, and then I'll sign off. Oh, God. Oh, there you go. Show you a little bit of the sky. You know, Hikaru, I could probably do that, but I don't know how to do it. And since, and actually that light's on the other side. You want me to keep talking? All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll talk for another 5 minutes or so. I have to admit, I like this shot here. This is probably the best shot right here. Or is it this shot? What do you guys think? It's hard to say. I like them both, but I think I like that. But we want a little more sky, maybe, huh? No, we'll go with that. But what we will do, we will walk. Okay. So first, bear with me as I amble down the path there. So that's what I've got to do. There's my feet. So you get to watch me. So if I stumble, you'll see it. All right. Take off my glasses, that'll help. Because what I'm looking for, there are footpaths or little footholds. There's one there. Okay, actually I want to go in this direction. Yes, I do. One there. It's hard to see in the dark now. It's another reason why I shouldn't be up here doing this. But that's the part of adventure I like. You have to take risks in life. Hang on, that's not a great shot. And I want you to have a better shot. Hang on. There you go. Bob and silhouette. Okay, I'm back in good old terra firma. Now, oh, I don't know if you can see it. Hang on here. Yes, let me put my glasses back on. You see those lights off in the distance? No, they're not UFOs, but they look like it. Let's see if I can zoom in more. Hang on, I'll get this yet. There you go. Those are aircraft that are making their way to John Wayne Airport, which would be to right of frame. But I like the way it looks. It reminds me of the scene from Close Encounters. As you can see, we have some other hikers here on the platform. Well, I'll let them get over to the rock, because that's where they probably want to be. That's where I wanted to be. Hey guys. Pretty good. Live streaming.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Around the world. Got people from Germany, Belgium,
really?
Australia.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Got them on right now?
Got them on right now. You know, they can only see kind of your silhouette.
Oh, okay.
Come over here. We might be able to get a little light on you if you guys want to chit chat. Let's see. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me about where you're from or what you're out here for, and you can say hi to. It's kind of light, it's kind of sucky out here right now. I got here about 30 minutes earlier. Yeah. So roughly, where are you from? Who's going to talk?
Yeah, right here, Orange
here.
County.
Orange County.
Okay, hang on. Orange County, yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling them about what this was like when I was, like 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
I grew up here when it was all open land,
Oh,
all
yeah?
farmland.
Oh, yeah.
From the ISC, none of this was here 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy what it's come to.
yeah, but you know what? I'm going to swing around this way because the light will actually be better, I think. Let's see. Nah, not really. Yeah, the light is good for the shot when we see the city, but it's bad for us. Actually, I was going to wrap it up about 5 minutes ago, and one of the viewers said keep talking. So I'm just kind of at this point I'm just shooting the breeze.
Yeah. So you got here during prime sunset?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I got here just as the sun started to hit the horizon.
How long have you been streaming for?
I've been streaming for about 2 years. It's kind of a mix of travel and cooking, occasionally classic cars and trucks.
Awesome.
If you're into you guys know the company Classic Performance Products, CPP?
Yeah.
I do all the product photography.
Really?
And yeah, I've for about 20 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you go, now I don't do the videos anymore. They have another guy now that handles that. He's been doing it for about 5, 6 years,
Yeah.
which is fine with me. I'm actually semi-retired. So,
Which way you come up? This down from the school? Or?
no. I didn't want to have to make that descent in the
Yeah.
dark. Taking the path out to the car and where the
Houses?
yeah
That's
are,
where we
it's a
are
lot
too.
lot easier. So, well, I'm sure this is riveting conversation for my viewers. So I'm going to have to really wrap it up, I think.
All right,
Actually, I mean, had we met earlier when it was lighter and we could really have a good conversation and the audience could talk to you,
Yeah.
I'd go for it. But
Yeah.
I have to think about the viewers.
Yeah. Have the good lighting. Yeah. Gotta
Yeah.
have the good lighting.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Remember, for those of you who watch, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Maybe even leave a comment. Hey, subscribe to the channel. And remember, I have a Discord server. You'll see the link in the description box below. And until then, this is UFO Bob and friends out.